Of all the auto brands on the road today, only one has been named the best auto brand for 6 straight years. That brand is Mazda. Come shop and save on the award-winning lineup of new Mazdas right now at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.
Hi, business owners. Phase 3. Woohoo! But do your customers know you're back? Well, that's where the Clarence Bug Show and Pelican Broadcasting can help. Right now, we've got great rates on advertising packages to help you get the word out. Shoot me an email at bugsclarence@gmail.com. Or better yet, call me up. I'd love to talk with you. 225-485-6839. Let's get together and make Phase 3 the best it can possibly be.
From appetizers, pasta dishes, and entrees, La Contea takes pride in preparing all the Italian cuisine we know you love. Enjoy live music every Thursday through Saturday from 6 to 9, happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6, and brunch on Sundays from 11 to 2, as well as dinner portion-sized lunch specials for under $10. Visit our website to view our menu and book a party or meeting in our large banquet room. Once you try La Contea, your Italian dining will change forever.
They said I could find you here. Why are you fishing? Our company's got to ship out 2 full color brochures and 20 color copies. You're killing me.
It's done. Designed, printed, packaged, and shipped.
How?
You just got to know the right people. Baker Printing, the printing people.
How come you get to fish in this private lake?
Like I said, you just got to know the right people. You can know the right people too.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show. Here's hoping that all is well with you and yours in this COVID-19 world as we, quote, celebrate the peaceful transition of power that is one of the hallmarks of these United States of America. As a matter of fact, as I speak, I look up at one of the monitors here. In the studio, and Joe Biden delivering his inaugural address saying, quote, democracy has triumphed. It is the day where you hear the phrase incessantly, peaceful transition of power. And for the first time in my lifetime, during a, quote, peaceful transition of power, there are more armed individuals in our nation's capital than any time since yours truly has been born. I understand it is a, quote, peaceful transition of power, but the optics are 180 degrees opposite. Ran across something yesterday that really piqued my interest. And I will be the first to admit, I will leave to you to decide whether the news outlet that broke this story is worthy of consideration or not. I will tell you that a number of other news outlets have now picked up the story. TMZ, throughout its lifetime, has been known for many things, accused of being many things. Some say it's strictly a gossip site. Others say, well, while they may specialize in gossip, they also, on occasion, nail the truth behind the story before anybody else. Now, that being said, TMZ yesterday was the first news outlet that I saw reporting on the fact that apparently for this inauguration, the 26,000 National Guard troops are not enough. Apparently, in addition to the 26,000 National Guard troops, the Secret Service is not enough. Apparently, the Secret Service and the 26,000 National Guard troops and the D.C. Capitol Police are not enough. Apparently, the National Guard, Secret Service, Capitol Police, and D.C. area law enforcement are not enough. The reason, apparently, it's not enough is because the government also awarded a $7.1 million contract to a company called Show Call Security Services to help out with the inauguration today. This company has a division of Show Call called Checkmate. And what they deploy for the inauguration includes, quote, temporary deployable security assets that create hardened perimeters which can stop vehicle-borne threats and attempted weapons handoffs to people who get past checkpoints. Checkmate, as they are called, also designs and provides robust access control programs and cutting-edge surveillance, as well as threat detection systems that use data analytics and other top-notch stuff. In addition, they provide anti-scale fencing, mobile command posts, tactical barriers, golf carts, gators, light towers, traffic control, tenting, and maybe most important of all, portable bathrooms. $7.1 million to a private security firm. That's in addition to the National Guard, the Secret Service, the Capitol Police, and D.C. law enforcement, for the peaceful transition of power. Interesting. Something else interesting about this inauguration is the theme. One word: unity. Marty just went, woohoo, unity, unified, united, woohoo, unity.
Just do what I say.
Right. We're unified as long as you do what I say. Unity, while calling for censorship. Unity, while calling for circumventing constitutional rights. Unity, while circumventing civil rights. Unity, while circumventing civil liberties and freedoms. For the record, and the media mainstream would do well to remember this, although it could well be part of the agenda. You can censor on social media all you want. You can attempt to never run a story. You can attempt to demonize, call names, and everything else you want. But the fact of the matter is there are upwards of 60 million voting Americans that this day are of the opinion this election was so fraudulent you can't begin to point out all the areas. And it really doesn't matter what you censor or what you say. 60 plus million Americans are of the opinion, and that's not going to change. They are not going away anytime soon. And you can call all the ugly names you want. You can demonize all you want. That is not going to change. There are untold millions of Americans that still cherish the right to have an opinion in this country and the right to make it known. And at the end of the day, your censorship on social media, your demonization on CNN or MSLSD or whatever ain't gonna change a darn thing. It's not. It is still America. We are still entitled to an opinion, and damn it, we're still entitled to express it. So you may as well get used to it, because it's not going away anytime soon. All the calls for unity. Most of us are particularly proud of our individual states. Well, I'm a Texan, doggone it. Well, I'm from Kansas. Well, these days, most of us, in a roundabout way, have some lineage from Missouri. You got to show me. You got to show me. Pure and simple. And when all is said and done, this country was founded on certain principles. And until the very last old coot, the very last geezer, the very last member of the Geritol concert tour leaves this existence, you're right. We will cling to that notion, because that's what this country is supposed to be all about. You know what is so disheartening watching the media? Every now and then they slip and let something come out. I got a break that's breathing down my neck. I need to get this one out of the way. But speaking of running across things that are truly eye-openers, if you were to ask the mainstream media today, pick one, ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, LOL, MSLSD, NPR, USA Today, pick one, anyone, you will be told either directly or through an inference that the most hated man on planet Earth is Donald J. Trump. We've all heard it for 4 straight incessant years, over and over and over again. Well, ironically, just yesterday, member, diehard of the mainstream media, one of the most liberal groups out there, NBC, conducted a poll asking Americans about the popularity of Joe Biden and the popularity of Donald Trump. You're going to want to hear these results. Remember, this is coming from NBC, but you still got to hear it. You can only do it if you stick around for segment 2 of today's edition of the Clarence Bugg Show, here and only here on the Pelican. Stay close.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
I'm self-employed and didn't report all my income. They claim I owe a lot more than I do.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
Tax Solutions Now saved my business.
I qualified for the Fresh Start program. I paid less than I owed.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 800-778-4345. 800-778-4345.
Live and play on the fairway at Greystone Golf and Country Club, a serene, challenging golf destination located in Denham Springs. For tee times and membership opportunities, go to GreystoneCountryClub.com.
Hi, I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
And I'm Dr. Kay Siller with The Rocket Right Show.
We are two busy blondes on the go showing off life in Louisiana.
Watch us on Pelican Sports Network.
And Talk 107.3 FM. Check local listings for times.
Team Honda wants to thank you for once again making us Louisiana's #1 new car dealer by offering you never-before-seen savings. For the first time ever, get 0% financing up to 60 months on some of your favorite Honda models. Get thousands in savings right now at Team Honda on Segan Lane.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing. You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day. Bolello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Welcome back to today's edition of the Clarence Buck Show. I don't know, Marty, you might have been a little bit late on that one. I'm just saying on the cue. I was. Oh, okay. I mentioned heading into the last commercial break how every now and then the media will let something slip, and every now and then the truthfulness of the American people shows us in no uncertain terms just how far out of touch the media is with regular Americans, just how much the media is attempting to push a certain agenda. And every now and then they let slip that we've been feeding you a line of bull for as long as we can remember. For 4 years now, we have heard every demonization of Donald J. Trump known to man. If you can think of it, they've done it. Lying to the FISA courts, paying for the Steele dossier. I mean, you just go down the line. Russia collusion, the whole nine. So I guess NBC News, in an effort to get one last swipe as he went out the door, NBC News decided to conduct a favorability poll with Joe Biden and Donald Trump. After months and months and months of holding up Joe Biden as the savior of America, and if not the world, and demonizing Donald Trump as being the worst group of cells to ever get together and walk the earth. NBC conducted their favorability poll, and Joe Biden came in at 44% favorability. After 4 solid years of demonizing Donald Trump at every turn in the road, far left NBC News, in their poll, Donald J. Trump's favorability was 43%. Now, if you know anything about polls, a difference of 1%, particularly when the results are below 50%, is pretty much a statistical tie. But it gets even better. Same NBC poll, mind you. Favorability. Joe Biden, 44%. Donald Trump, 43%. I guess just for good measure, they threw in Kamala Harris, 41%. So let me get this straight. After all of the vitriol, the demonization, the castigation, the outright lies, this far left news organization has been lying to y'all incessantly from day one, finally figures out the American people aren't buying this crap, number one. Number two, the American people are not going to be so easily influenced by us anymore. You know, if nothing else, you can say what you will about the Trump administration and his presidency. But if nothing else, this man revealed to us just how deep the swamp is. His legacy, if history is anywhere near accurate, will be revealing to the American people the extent to which the mainstream media and big tech / social media will go to distort our thinking, to influence us, to lie to us, and attempt to determine the direction this country goes in. If ever you needed something as a measuring stick about the difference in America these days as opposed to from whence we've come, look at the, quote, free press. Our press is no longer free. They are free to lie to us. They are free to frame a narrative to feed to us. But as far as being free from undue influence, those days are long gone, y'all. They're long gone. But as is so many times the case, the American people, not as stupid as they like to play us off for being. When NBC News conducts a poll on the favorability of the outgoing and the incoming, one of whom has been a member of the swamp for going on 50 years now, and there's only 1 percentage point difference in favorability, that pretty much tells you everything you need to know. But if you listen to the media, well, you already know the rest. My sincere hope out of all of this, and let me preface this by saying the following. I don't have a whole lot of faith in it, but it is a hope. My sincere hope is that for the next 4 years, we as Americans will revert back to relying on ourselves for information. If nothing else, whether you are Democrat, Republican, black, white, gay, straight, whatever, by simply looking at a variety of news sources these days, it becomes painfully clear really, really quick. They're not telling us everything. When there is a story of monumental importance and one group completely ignores it, Hunter Biden laptop, when there are proven stories, Russia collusion, when there are proven stories, Steele dossier, when you use those stories to lie to the judiciary, FISA court warrants, that's supposed to tell you something about the shape that our republic is in. And I get it. For a long time in this country, and it's true for human nature, this is not just America, everybody loves a winner. There's probably no greater feeling in the human experience than having backed a winner, picked a winner, supported a winner. But at the end of the day, at what cost? It's kind of like sticking your chest out about being a New England Patriot fan because, man, we got all these rings, we've won all these championships, but then you find out about the cheating scandals. How does that make you feel? You follow me? At the end of the day, my sincere hope is that we as Americans will get past this crap of this guy won, that guy won, this woman won, this woman lost, and get back to the results bode best for America. Now, you're going to hear all sorts of stuff. Well, we need healing and we need unity. You're going to hear this crap incessantly. I only hope you will take the time to ask, what are you truly doing to facilitate it? You've got a pretty tough road to hoe to convince a whole lot of people that you are sincere with what is coming out of your mouth. Biggest thing you will probably have to overcome is the perception among hundreds of millions of Americans that you're a politician. So you got to be lying because your lips are moving. It is what it is. And if you think this is Clarence picking on politicians, Congress in particular, look at your 9% approval rating. When out of 100% of Americans, those that approve of the job you're doing is in single digits, I'm not the problem, son. You are. Just saying. Just saying. Reminds me of, and I'm going to talk about this later, CNN calling for Newsmax and other conservative news outlets to be banned from cable. And the CEO says, we got to stop these people from saying their opinions on these big social media platforms. YouTube, some people on YouTube have more viewership than we do at CNN. Well, that's not saying anything about them. That's saying a lot about you. Not that I expect you to have the brain to figure that out, because that's a different show for a different day. It is what it is. When we come back, I want to talk about your tax dollars. Should your tax dollars go to individuals that acknowledge we are engaging in racist practices? We'll find out next here on the Clarence Bugg Show, only on the Pelican. Stay close.
Got termites? Get Premier Pest. PremierPestServices.com.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Jaguar Nation, we need your help in masking up Louisiana.
Masks help us slow the spread of COVID-19.
During this time, we must continue to wear a mask, wash our hands, and practice social distancing.
It's important that we continue to abide by the CDC's guidelines to stop the spread.
Jaguar Nation, we challenge you to mask up. Go Jags!
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Caught spiders. Premier Pest Services.
To my dear friend Alan Traylor, world's finest chocolate. I couldn't let that one go. You know, question for you. Should tax dollars, hundreds of millions of tax dollars, go to people who acknowledge we have engaged in racist practices? I don't think there's a single person watching right now. I know for a fact there isn't, unless you are the most ardent racist out there, in which case you're probably not going to sit down and watch a black guy on TV by himself, because you're a racist after all. But just about any person I know would automatically say, well, there's no way it's right to take hundreds of millions of dollars of taxpayer money and give it to an organization that acknowledges we are engaging in racist practices. Well, enter National Public Radio, NPR. This week, you can't make this stuff up, a number of public radio outlets and staffers endorsed a, quote, new vision statement that calls for ending objectivity, paying reparations, and endorsing statements of belief, including climate change is real and Black Lives Matter. Here's where it gets interesting. This document, statement, if you will, declared, quote, white supremacist culture and anti-blackness shape the policies, norms, and standards of public radio. It goes on to say, they determine, NPR and their white supremacist attitude, they determine whose opinions are valued, whose voices are heard, whose stories are told and taken seriously, which is promoted, and whose resume never gets a second chance. Historically, black on-air talent are told their dialect and speaking voices do not fit the public radio prototype. There is strong bias against journalists who have a distinct ethnic or regional tone in their vocal delivery. So in essence, NPR, National Public Radio, acknowledges we're a bunch of white supremacists. So I would like to propose a simple solution to fix this. In this last ungodly, unconscionable omnibus spending bill, National Public Radio was given $300 million for this year's budget. How about, since you now in 2021 NPR, you now acknowledge engaging in white supremacist practices, how about you give that money back to the taxpayers? I mean, after all, not a single person watching right now, not a single person in America, except, I don't know, maybe David Duke, and I don't think he's still in this country anymore. No one believes an organization involved in white supremacist actions, attitudes, and practices is deserving of American taxpayer dollars. You know what is so crazy about this? Obviously, NPR is seeking to ingratiate itself with the cancel culture crowd. All the while, the doofuses are admitting that we've been doing everything all along that we accuse those evil conservatives of doing. Then, if that weren't bad enough, then they go so far as to say, and by the way, we back the paying of reparations. Isn't it amazing how individuals, groups, entities, organizations, what have you, how they play so fast and loose with other people's money? NPR does not compete like other commercial radio stations do. They put together a product, they put together shows, and if they're good enough, commercial radio stations, businesses buy advertising and they make money. NPR for this year got $300 million of your tax dollars. So yeah, I guess it's kind of easy for them to talk about paying reparations when it's your money. Here's an idea. How about, since NPR is so now in favor of reparations, how about we take the $300 million that was going to you and we give that to the black folk that you have hurt through your white supremacist practices? It's a win-win. We solved the problem all the way across the board. Take the $300 million that NPR was going to get from taxpayers, and since they're now in favor of paying reparations, take the $300 million from them and give it to the black folk that they have discriminated against all this time. They just acknowledged it. They just admitted it. We have engaged in white supremacist practices. Okay, so we can fix all that in one fell swoop. No $300 million for you. We take it instead, let you stand on your own merits. Oh, wait, that's right. Nobody would pay to buy advertising for the crap programs that you put on NPR. Never mind. Every now and then, all you have to do is listen and pay attention. And you find out who people really are. Again, these are not Clarence's words. This is the statement signed by the folks at NPR, the new call to action that demands public media, national public radio, atone for past racism in their practices. Their words, not mine. Their words. Again, quote, white supremacist culture and anti-blackness shape the policies, norms, and standards of public radio. That's from the folks who work there. And somebody in government thought it was okay to give these folks whose white supremacist culture and anti-blackness shape the policies, norms, and standards of public radio, let's give them $300 million. And yet, they'll tell you, anytime you listen, they will tell any person willing to give them an ear that there's no bias in the mainstream media. What are you talking about? There's no bias there. We just, we report the facts. And ironically, NPR is the most liberal of the liberals. Well, for radio. CNN would give them a serious run for their money in media, but one's television, the other is mostly radio. $300 million. Now imagine, if you would, just imagine, if this were a company, okay, and this company catered to black audiences, and there was another company just like it that catered to white audiences and said this about black folk, what the outcry would be. Oh my God. Here we go to another mostly peaceful riot. You see how they play you? Again, I can fix all this, NPR, and you can thank me later. We just yanked that $300 million from you and use it as reparations. Oh, wait, that's right. That means y'all gonna have to work. Y'all gonna have to compete like everybody else. Y'all gonna have to produce a product that somebody might be interested in paying for. Never mind. Just a little something to make you go, Final break of today's show. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, have you heard? Things are starting to come back to normal. Funny how this works. Right around Inauguration Day. New York, we need to open back up. Mayor LaToya Cantrell, y'all can come on down for Mardi Gras, bring your hand sanitizer and your mask, but we still want you to come. Funny how that works, huh? We'll talk about that, putting that big old pretty bow on this puppy and wrap up today's edition of the Clarence Bug Show here on the Pelican. Stay close.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
From appetizers, pasta dishes, and entrees, La Contea takes pride in preparing all the Italian cuisine we know you love. Enjoy live music every Thursday through Saturday from 6 to 9, happy hour weekdays from 3 to 6, and brunch on Sundays from 11 to 2, as well as dinner portion-sized lunch specials for under $10. Visit our website to view our menu and book a party or meeting in our large banquet room. Once you try La Contea, your Italian dining will change forever.
We're making 2021 the year of savings, and it starts right now at Team Toyota. Come get a new 21 Corolla for just $189 a month, or get a 20 Camry for just $19,995. It's a year full of savings starting right now, right here at Team Toyota.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, call the number on the screen now and speak with a live healthcare consultant. Don't wait. Get the coverage you need now.
Welcome back for say again, Mark? 38. Make up your mind. 37 or 38. Welcome back for the final segment of today's edition of the Clarence Bugg Show. In the sports and geopolitical world, all of the speculation, at least in our part of the country, has been on whether or not we've seen Drew Brees play his final game in the Superdome. At his age, understanding what the physical body is subjected to in the game of football, it is not conjecture, but reasonable speculation as to whether or not he will continue to play now that he's so far past 40. Conventional wisdom says as well that Tom Brady would be in that number as well. His days are numbered. Not a whole lot of speculation has been rendered as of yet, but it probably will pretty soon, as to whether or not Aaron Rodgers is planning on retiring soon. Our crack research team in the truck, Jonathan, research team, says Aaron Rodgers is 38. And while there's been nowhere near the speculation about Aaron Rodgers as there has been about Drew Brees, based on some comments that Aaron made recently, he will be retired probably sometime soon. Don't know how many of you have heard about the Barstool Fund. It's a fund where people are giving to make available a pool of money to help small businesses who are struggling during this pandemic. So far, the Barstool Fund has raised upwards of $22 million. Aaron Rodgers, in becoming aware of the Barstool Fund, donated $500,000, saying, quote, "I think there was such a need. If you look around our environment today, it's not like the government is really helping anybody out in a timely fashion. I mean, they took forever to figure out how to give $600 checks away. And then, you may or may not get $2,000 at this point. That's not life-changing money. When Dave and his folks are doing what they're doing with the Barstool Fund, is life-changing money. It's sustainability for these people. And I think that's the thing you gravitate toward the most, is just not having a reliance on government to help you out, because it's obviously shown that's not going to be the way they're going to do it. Then he messed around and said this. I mean, they put these rules in place, talking about government, elected officials, and they're not even following their own rules. How many people have gotten caught? Don't travel. Don't leave the state. Oh, here's so-and-so on vacation. Oh, here's so-and-so at a salon, Nancy Pelosi. Oh, don't eat out at a restaurant unless you're wearing a mask and separate. Oh, here's a picture of the governor of California violating these rules. Oh, public schools are closed, but I can send my kids to a private school in person, referring to Nancy Pelosi and Gavin Newsom. It's like, for us to count on the government to help us out is becoming a joke at this point. It's really a call to action to those of us who can donate. Let's donate. Let's help our brothers and our sisters out, because these are our people. We're all we got. The government is probably at this point not going to help you. We've seen them draw up a 500-page bill. And actually, he misspoke. It's 5,000-some page bill with millions, and in some cases, trillions of dollars going to other countries. It's not like they're keeping the money here on the home front. Aaron Rodgers is going to be retiring soon, y'all. Either willingly or by cancel culture. Why? Because he spoke the truth. He spoke the truth. And at the end of the day, isn't that all, as an American, we should truly be concerned about? The truth? Now, as we continue watching the festivities today of Inauguration Day, you in all likelihood are going to start seeing a trend real soon. It's already started. Governor Cuomo, all of a sudden now doing a 180 on reopening the city of New York. Oh, our economy is, this is worse than the disease itself. We got to get back to some normalcy here. We got to, we can't let COVID and fear kill us. Well, this week, LaToya Cantrell, mayor of the city of New Orleans, after canceling the Mardi Gras parades, when asked this week if tourists should still visit during carnival season, her answer, well, we'll always welcome out-of-towners. Y'all come on down. Just make sure you act like a New Orleanian. Wear your mask, use your hand sanitizer, keep your distance, but come on, spend some money. Not so very long ago, there were threats of $500 fines. Not so very long ago, we were berated. We were chastised. But all of a sudden now, even though we had canceled the parades, well, yeah, y'all can come and spend your money. You know, just keep your mask on and keep some hand sanitizer and stay 6 feet apart. Now, you say what you will. Us evil, conservative, evil conspiracy theorists, how many of us did you hear say, watch how soon after the election things start slowly and picking up more steam, going back to normal? Now, lest you forget, there's a new normal. And there are going to be those that are going to keep the COVID card in their back pocket so they can play it when they need it. I mean, we already have, well, we got the UK COVID-19. Oh, it's more contagious than America COVID. We have South African COVID. Oh, it's the most contagious of all COVID on the planet. Got to watch out for that COVID too. That card is not going away anytime soon, y'all. And like black folks playing dominoes and spades, when they reach in and grab that card, they're going to slam it on the table. Yeah. Yeah, it is a different day. I just wonder how long Americans are going to continue to put up with it. A little something to make you go, I have no doubt at the end of this day, the transition of power will have been peaceful. We will have had the bejesus scared out of us once again. 25,000 National Guardsmen, oh, Secret Service, oh, DC Police, oh, Capitol Police. Oh, and by the way, $7.1 million for some private security. We will have the bejesus scared out of us, only to find out, oh, never mind. Funny how that works, isn't it? Can I do it, Marty? Can I do it? All right, here we go. This day, just like any other, I give it to you. America, we're not perfect, but doggone it, for this little boy's money, it's the best there is, and God knows there's no place else on his green earth that I'd rather be. Speaking of the good Lord, he loves you, and so do I. Then again, it ain't a doggone thing you can do about either one. Take care of yourselves, let's take care of each other, and we'll see you tomorrow. God bless.